Breakfast with KXVU.
Trickstar Radio.
Right then, 10 minutes past 8 here, Trickstar Radio. We're live inside the building. Man like Kokar joins us. How are you doing? You slowly but surely waking up?
Yeah, slowly. Very slowly.
So how are you in the mornings generally then? What time was like a normal day kick off for yourself?
About 11.
About 11?
Yeah.
Fair, so thank you. Thank you for getting up extra early and making the trip, man. I do appreciate it. So what I want to kind of talk around here is your kind of background musically primarily. Obviously there are other things, as you said, obviously being involved with football from a young age in here as well. But like, how long have you been wanting to make music, shall we say?
I mean, I've always been making music.
Okay.
Like, it's just something for myself personally, do you know what I mean? Like, It's just like a hobby, and I just used to do it. And I used to record music on my phone and then listen to it on the way to training and stuff like that. But it got to a point where like I genuinely wasn't enjoying football. Like it was a chore to me. Yeah.
So, which from an outside perspective, like, it sounds mad that like you could be like a pro footballer and it not be like amazing. But then you kind of have to look at it from a different perspective. If it is your day job, any day job to an extent gets a bit like that. Like what? Can I ask like what the reason was that you found yourself not really enjoying it?
I mean,
without going too deep, obviously, but
like what people don't understand is that like, because it's a business, do you know what I mean? So it's a cutthroat business, and people just use you whatever way they feel like it, do you know what I mean? And I've never been that person that will just let things go and stuff. So because I have to let it go, it eats at you. And I felt every day, it got to a point I didn't even want to get out of my bed, man.
What, fully?
Literally.
That's a madness, man.
And stuff.
It is a madness when you look at it, because obviously it's kind of portrayed to you from a young age as this like super dream to play professional football. It's this super dream.
Literally, that's how I felt. Yeah. And I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared. It's like when money started to get involved. Yeah. That's when it started to become like that's when it went downhill. Yeah. Because obviously before that you get protected by all these laws and stuff that there is in football and stuff. Yeah. But once you start making money, that's when you're a man now. Yeah. So I mean, now you have to look after yourself, and it gets sticky. I'm assuming it gets sticky quite quickly. I mean, the whole process of it's a bit of a madness, because obviously if you're kind of making music for yourself at the same time, did you feel like when you made the transition? Because I don't want to spend too much time talking about like the transition or whatever, because obviously this isn't the first time you've spoken about this on air. I want to keep it quite fresh. When you made that transition, like did you find like it was an easy thing to go, right, if I'm not doing this, I'm doing music? But it wasn't like I stopped and then thought, what am I gonna do? Yeah. It was actually, I said, nah, like, this isn't what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Okay. Alright, like, because as I said, I used to write and go training and stuff, and I used to express now the way I was feeling in that music, right? So when I was feeling so bad and stuff, that's when I used to do it. And then one of my friends heard it one time. I was not supposed to hear it, but luckily
so how did he hear it?
No, I think I was playing it, and I was just in my own world. And he's always asking, like, what's this guy doing now? Because we'd be walking to trainings, and I would just be in my own world. I think it's the
hand signals that does it more than anything else.
One day I think he just took the phone off of me or something like that, and then he's like, what are you actually listening to? And he played it, and this guy was laughing so much, But then he's like, nah, I know I'm laughing, but bro, this is actually really good. Then obviously I showed it to a couple of my other friends.
So what, it'd been completely secret before
like,
that?
Literally, like I was making it by myself, just listening alone. I think I made a song with one of my friends when I was very young. Yeah. But like that's it. Like in primary school we used to play about making songs as well. But apart from that, like.
So it is something that's been a big part of your life, more so your personal life from like an early age.
Yeah, 100%. Like we used to do like we used to have like a gospel group in primary school as well. I used to be a part of that as well.
Oh, sick. So again, it's something that's very kind of entrenched in like who you are alongside like playing ball as well.
Exactly.
So obviously you've had that kind of like background. Like when you were doing that, then was it pretty much a case of one day you just went, right, I've had enough of this, I'm out, going to do this now?
Yeah,
pretty much.
I just thought let me just see. Yeah, like obviously when you're doing recording and all this stuff on your phone and stuff, it's not the same as going to the studio and getting a proper song done. Do you know what I mean?
Having a process, having a pattern,
I just thought let me give it a try. Yeah. Let me give it a try and see.
Have you looked back?
Goes. Nah,
not for 1 second.
Not at all.
Do you miss football?
I'll be honest, I don't. I actually don't. You got
to understand as well from like an outside perspective. This is like such a what?
No. Like I still play football.
Yeah.
The football that I enjoy.
Yeah.
The stuff that's just me doing what I want to do. And stuff.
Yeah.
That's the football that I enjoy. That's the football I enjoyed when I was younger. Do you know what I'm saying? So that I still play that. So it's not like I'm missing that side, but the politics attached to it, that's what I don't miss. So when you say, do I miss football? That's what
it's a complete package at the end of the day.
Like, I have friends that do still play professional. I even have one of my boys that just made his debut for West Ham recently, and he's going through the same things.
Yeah.
Like he went through all that stuff that I went through and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's when you get there and you're getting that big money. It's kind of worth it, but it's like you're selling a bit of your soul, I feel like. Do you know what I mean? And he's still gonna have to deal with those struggles. And
do you think everyone goes through the same process then, or at least is approached with the same problem?
I think so. Yeah.
So that would be everything from youth teams, all like from like the very bottom level all the way up to the very top level. Or do you reckon it's because this is the thing, you can never know really what's going on behind closed doors at big football clubs. You can never really know unless you're there. You're only ever going to get paper talk or leaks, which is never going to be 100% the truth. So it's just quite an interesting thing to think about whether it'd be the situation you were presented with, whether that would be happening to every single player you now see.
I used to think it was an isolated situation. Like maybe it's just the people in our team that dealt with it. But obviously, I used to play for. I played for Crystal Palace when I was younger, Millwall, and obviously Barnet. And Millwall and Barnet were very similar experiences for me. And when I used to speak to other clubs, other players at other clubs, they felt this. They were having the same things. So then I realised that maybe it's not just the isolated.
It's not an isolated.
It's something that goes around. And when you hear football players are depressed and stuff, then you're like. When I went through that period,
the thing that annoys me as well when I see this is like when you see I don't know, Twitter go mad, something like, oh yeah, he's not doing he doesn't feel good, he should feel fine, he's playing professional football. that it's such a broken mindset to me.
Crazy.
Like I can understand criticising a player how they do on the pitch, but criticising like someo's mental state or someone's well-being when you're still a person. Literally. You know what I mean? And people forget that to it. I think people definitely do forget that. But yeah, right. I mean, we're here to talk about a lot of things, not just football, obviously. Although the thing for me is that I want to dig on it. You know what I mean? I want to find out more. Obviously, I'm a lifelong football fan myself. Like I want to dig into it. But yeah, like what we're going to talk about next is music. So we've got another tune on the way. This one is I've recently found out this morning is actually not named what I had it in the system as originally. This one is Nace Interlude, I believe.
Nace Interlude.
So give me a bit of background to this one then.
Nace Interlude is a song that I actually wrote thinking about a girl that I was in a situation with, and yeah, man, that's literally it.
And it came together like that.
Exactly.
Good stuff, man. I mean, as I've said before, we really enjoy the kind of approach you take to stuff. There's such a good balance, I feel, with the different elements you put into your tunes. There's always like the really good harmonic side. There's always a very like solid, like I want to say rap patch, but it makes me sound incredibly out of touch. You know what I mean? But yeah, everything seems to be really well balanced. It's just gone 18 minutes past 8 here. Trickstar Radio. We're live inside the building. Man like Kokar joins us. This next one is the Nace Interlude. Keep it locked at Trickstar BTN, at Cub KXVU on all the socials as well. One more time, what is the app for yourself?
Instagram, kokar.1, KOKAR.1.
Good stuff. Don't go anywhere. Breakfast.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with Cobb Colvu.